For most people, intimacy happens at the very end of the day, an afterthought squeezed in only after our energy is completely depleted. But treating it purely as recreation or a reproductive step misses a significant piece of human physiology. Sexual activity operates as a highly efficient biological optimization tool. Mechanically, the act itself demands immediate physical expenditure. It functions as a moderate cardiovascular workout, burning roughly 150 calories an hour while pushing the heart rate up. This data visualization shows what happens internally. Regular intimacy triggers a distinct upward spike in immunoglobulin A, or IgA, the specific antibodies our bodies use to fight off illness. If the mechanism is this powerful, the timing of it matters. Mapping this activity to our 24-hour biological clock dictates the exact rewards our bodies extract. Maximizing the body's physical output requires mapping this activity to the 24-hour circadian rhythm, turning a random act into a precise biological intervention. Let's start the moment we wake up. There is a strong biological case for initiating intimacy right as the day begins. Male testosterone naturally replenishes overnight, causing a sharp peak between 5 and 10 a.m. While male hormones follow this predictable daily clock, female arousal is driven by a broader monthly cycle, an infradian rhythm, shown as a secondary, slower-moving wave. Despite those different cycles, early intimacy delivers an immediate neurochemical reward to both partners. The brain releases a massive rush of dopamine and endorphins directly into the bloodstream. This specific early morning chemical release goes straight to work, suppressing cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, before it has a chance to build up. Lowering morning stress while simultaneously spiking dopamine resets your nervous system. It establishes a focused, highly productive tone for the entire workday. Of course, the daylight hours themselves dictate our physical readiness for intimacy later on. The habits we maintain during the workday act as the foundation. A mid-afternoon workout, for instance, forces cardiovascular blood flow and builds endurance, two absolute physical prerequisites for healthy sexual function. Conversely, chronic daytime stress actively destroys that readiness. Sustained high cortisol levels from a tough workday disrupt nerve signals and directly kill libido. But right in the middle of the afternoon, an unexpected biological quirk occurs, specifically around 3 p.m. This dual line graph plots a hormonal intersection at 3 p.m. Male estrogen peaks to increase emotional openness, while female cortisol reaches its height to maximize alertness. At this crossover, both partners are simultaneously at their most physically awake and emotionally receptive. Managing diet, exercise, and stress levels between 9 and 5 isn't separate from your sex life. It is the direct biological fuel required to sustain it. As we transition into the evening, we have to ask, why do the vast majority of human beings naturally default to intimacy at night? This brain schematic explains the neurochemistry of climax. Notice the amygdala, the alertness and anxiety center. During climax, activity here rapidly shuts off. Immediately following this, the brain releases a massive flood of oxytocin and prolactin into the body. This creates what researchers call the prolactin refractory period. The body is chemically forced into a phase of deep, unchangeable physical relaxation. This forced relaxation directly improves sleep latency. It dramatically shortens the time it takes to fall asleep and helps you stay asleep longer. Night sex acts as a highly effective, natural biological sedative. It serves as the perfect mechanism to cure insomnia and close out a stressful day. Returning to the central debate, which timeline is biologically superior, morning or night? The answer depends entirely on your specific biological deficit. If you need a dopamine energy boost, the morning wins. If you require intense stress relief, aim for the night. This diagram reveals a bidirectional feedback loop. Energy moves reciprocally. Regular sex builds a healthy body, which sustains regular sex. Engaging in this loop yields compounding health benefits. Over time, we see improvements like a lower risk of prostate cancer and major cardiovascular events. We don't need to wait for the perfect, spontaneous moment to strike. Intentionally scheduling intimacy is a vital priority for our physical and mental well-being.